All right, on to the fourth comment here from Dom, and then it's an emoji that doesn't register on my phone for whatever reason. Two emojis don't register.
You got to update, bro.
I got to get an update, guys. But yeah, so Dom with some emojis. Appreciate your comment, bro. Comment says, Hackett had Russell Wilson running an Aaron Rodgers offense. That's why Hackett will do good in New York, but did bad in Denver. Okay, so it was an interesting comment because got the gears turning in my head for this reason, right? Okay, so I get where he's coming from, but I don't necessarily think that's everything about it, because I don't think that again, we're just assuming that Russell Wilson only plays well when he's playing on an improvisational style.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that's true. I think that takes away from Russ's talent. I think that takes away from, again, I get what you're saying. Does he have great moments where he's playing completely off platform and completely just off script and it works really well? Like, absolutely, like for sure. But I don't think the fact that he had him running the Aaron Rodgers offense was the problem. I think the problem is just that it was a whole new style of offense. Again, so what you're saying is partially true. I'm not saying I disagree actually at all. I don't disagree. I just disagree in terms of I don't think it was the fact that it was the Aaron Rodgers offense. I just think it's the fact that it was a new offense. The point being, I don't think Russ can't play good on script. I think that because again, if you believe that, well, then you're in for a real shithouse this year, because Sean Payton's offense is fully on script. There is no off script in the Sean Payton offense. So, that's where it's like, and for people that drafted him in one of our dynasty leagues for money on the line, me and Hunter co-manage, I can't be hearing it, because Russ has to play good on script. Because if he doesn't, we're screwed.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I think he'll be okay. I just think also another thing is regardless if Hackett was running of the offenses, I also think it was a thing of I don't think he was fit to be a head coach, and I think the players saw that.
Oh my God. Okay, so can I take us on a quick tangent real quick? Because I don't know actually how none of us thought of discussing this. Because I was driving here literally thinking about it. But quick side tangent. We'll get back to it. But it still does connect. With the Hackett thing, everybody's so up in their feelings right now about and I don't know how you feel about
Sean Payton stuff
Sean Payton said. Look, again, I might, you might, this might be a moment where some people think I sound like an asshole, but I'm fine with that because I'm an honest guy. If you know me in real life, I got love in me. But I think we've hit a point nowadays where people that are just brutally honest, everyone thinks they're being an asshole, and it's no, that's actually, believe it or not, that's what raw honesty sounds like. And people have just gotten so not used to hearing it because everybody wants to be they have on their back pad all the time, and it's we can't hurt anyone's feelings. Dude, the reality of the situation is he did a fucking terrible job. He's getting paid millions of US dollars into the bank account. And again, I'm gonna let you give me your point of view in a sec here, but for me, it's just he was being raw and honest. Yes, maybe a little rude, maybe a little, some things he said, maybe a little unnecessary, right? Oh, maybe you could have gone without saying that. But the bottom line is that this is what he was trying to do, in my opinion. And this is what he did. He said, look, I'm not going to be your yes man. I'm going to come in here and do a really good job. I'm actually going to do a good job. I'm going to be the opposite of him. I can sit here and go to the media all day and be super friendly and all that stuff that he did while we're doing terrible and we're sucking and everyone's like, oh, he's such a nice guy. Or I could come in here, kick everyone's ass, actually get production out of it, and say whatever I want because I know you're going to keep me here because the production I'm going to provide for you is actually going to be worth the money you're going to pay me. Again, I'm not saying that I would say the same thing, and if I was in Sean Payton's shoes and I would even address a situation like that, I'm very non-conflictual, or however you'd say that. I avoid that type of stuff. I personally would not have acted the same way. However, again, Sean Payton doesn't think exactly how I think. Sean Payton wanted to make it very clear, and from my opinion, I look at it psychologically. I think that was kind of the point of what that situation was why it was happening. It was he's sitting there and he's saying to everyone, guys, I'm taking this seriously, and basically Hackett didn't take this shit seriously. I'm going to actually come and bring the heat every day.
No, I agree. I think the same thing too is they criticize these coaches and players for not being real. And then as soon as they're real, they get tore up. And it's whether you like the realness or not, at least he was being honest and people think he crossed the line and it was kind of just unnecessary. But at the same time, it's kind of there was not a single person calling him out for what he was saying. They never, everyone was saying he was rude, but no one said he was wrong. So it's just okay, so it's universally agreed that he did a horrible job and everyone knew it. Someone just said it.
That's why sometimes the way the media handles things and stuff, it's oh, that was so mean. Let's just acknowledge it and put it fully on blast for everybody. It's if you just let it die out, nobody would even give a shit. If you didn't push the story, I wouldn't have even known Sean said that.
No.
See, that's where I think it's so ironic and funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very interesting, bro. Yeah, that was a crazy day. I couldn't believe it was real. I thought it was fake. I thought like Butt Crack Sports or like Ball Sack Sports tweeted it out.
Bro, literally, Sean Payton was, dude, he was sitting, all season was too much for Sean. He wanted to get right back into the action. He's like, I'm coming in and I'm literally starting beef right away. He's like, I wanted to smoke. But yeah, appreciate your comment, Dom. It low-key drove a bunch of good discussions. So one comment leads to a whole discussion. We love it.